Is the Australian Shepherd a registered native breed in Australia? Watch this video to the end and find out the answer. The Australian Shepherd dog breed originated in the western United States, not Australia, despite its name. They were bred to herd cattle and are still working dogs at heart. The Aussie, as they're known, is happiest when they're working. If their intelligence and enthusiasm are channeled into dog sports or hobbies, they may be fantastic family companions. The Australian Shepherd is one of the most popular companion dog breeds in North America, despite its origins as a herding dog. Hello and welcome to a channel about zoology in general and dogs specifically. My name is Beardy, and I'm one of the hosts of this channel. I'm going to provide you with all the information about the Australian Shepherds. If you like me and the content about lovely animals, please subscribe to my channel. I promise, if you stick to the end of this video you will learn a lot. Let us start right now. The Australian Shepherd is descended in part from pastoral dogs imported to North America in the 1500s to herd Spanish flocks. The Basque Shepherd dog, Carry Leones, and Pyrenean Sheepdog are some of the breed's predecessors, according to legend. The modern-day breed originated in California in the 19th century as a sheep-herding dog for Californian shepherds. The Australian Shepherd is thought to have evolved from a variety of herding dogs brought to California with sheep, including coolies from Australia and New Zealand. The breed's name comes from these forebears. The Australian Shepherd spread across the western United States, where ranchers admired the breed's sheep working abilities, as well as its capacity to control cattle and other livestock. The Australian Shepherd was a purely working breed for over a century and was virtually unknown outside of the livestock industry until the mid-20th century when it was popularized by Jay Lister, a rodeo performer, who executed tricks with his Australian Shepherds at rodeos across the western states. Since the late 20th century, the Australian Shepherd has been more popular in conformation shows and as a companion dog. In 2019, the American Kennel Club listed it as the 15th most popular breed of dog in the United States. The Australian Shepherd is a medium-sized, athletic dog with a height of 46 to 58 centimeters and a weight of 16 to 32 kilograms. The double coat of the Australian Shepherd is somewhat long and wavy, with a dense undercoat and coarse topcoat. The coat is feathered on the back of the legs and short on the face. Australian Shepherds shed on average, and their coat requires weekly brushing to maintain it clean and prevent matting, as well as possible trimming to keep it looking neat. The breed is recognized for its unusual colorations and coat patterns, with no two dogs having the same coat pattern. Blue merle, red merle, solid black or solid red, with or without white markings, and with or without tan points, are all permitted in the breed standard. The breed's members might have longer naturally bobbed, short tails. Long-tailed dogs' tails were traditionally docked, however the modern breed standard allows for long-tailed dogs. You might find ads for toy Australian Shepherds or small Australian Shepherds. These canines are not recognized as authentic Australian Shepherds by Australian Shepherd breeders. The breed is intended to be a useful working dog capable of herding strong stock for kilometers in rugged terrain or snowdrifts, and it does not come in smaller sizes. The Australian Shepherd is clever, active, loyal, protective, playful, and adaptable, according to its breed standard. Despite the fact that the current breed is primarily bred for companionship, many dogs retain a strong herding tendency, and it is fairly uncommon for companion dogs of the breed to attempt to herd children or other pets. The Australian Shepherd is an extremely active breed that can become destructive if not given enough exercise. Aussies prefer to stay close to their human pack and enjoy the companionship of their family. They don't do well when left alone in the backyard for long periods of time. Aussies are naturally wary of strangers, and unless they are exposed to a variety of people on a frequent basis, ideally starting when they are puppies, they can form fear of strangers. Biting may occur as a result of fear and aggression. Allow your Aussie to interact with a wide range of people, including friends, relatives, neighbors, and even strangers, to help him improve his social skills. These dogs, like other herding breeds, excel in a variety of dog sports, including stock dog agility, dock diving, dock jumping, obedience, rally, tracking, disc, and flyball. Non-competitive instinct tests can be used to assess herding instincts and trainability. Australian Shepherds require 30 to 60 minutes of daily exercise, preferably involving high-energy games such as frisbee. They also require a job, like as regular obedience training or participation in herding and agility events. If they don't get enough exercise and mental stimulation, Australian Shepherds can be disruptive and bark for long periods of time. Puppies don't require the same amount of vigorous activity as adults, and you shouldn't allow them run on hard surfaces like concrete or leap until they're at least a year old. It could put a lot of pressure on their still developing skeletal structure, leading to eventual joint issues. When it comes to herding sheep, the Aussie behavior of nipping and chasing is fantastic, but it's awful manners when it comes to humans and other pets. Obedience classes can help you control your Aussie's herding propensity while also satisfying his mental stimulation and work needs. Positive reinforcement training methods, like as praise, play, and food, work well with Aussies, and they are usually willing to obey their trainer's directions. They simply want to know who is in charge so that they can perform well for them. If you have a yard, make sure there's a sturdy barrier in place that your Aussie can't dig under or jump over. For this breed, underground electronic fence will not work. Your Aussie's urge to go out and herd something will outweigh any fears he has about receiving a little shock. Unless you're ready to train him to ignore his cravings, walk him on a leash for the same reason. 1.5 to 2.5 cups of high-quality dry food per day, divided into 2 meals, is the recommended daily amount of food. The type of dog food you buy makes a difference as well. Although Australian Shepherds are typically healthy dogs, they can suffer from a variety of diseases. Vision issues are frequent and epilepsy is a worry as well. When Merle-to-Merle mating occurs, puppies with 2 copies of the Merle gene are more likely to be born blind or deaf. Breeds that are similar in size to Australian Shepherds have median lifespans of 11 to 13 years. Aussies appear to have a lifetime that is typical for a breed of their size. A 1998 online study of 614 Australian Shepherds found that the median lifespan was roughly 12.5 years, although that longevity may be diminishing. And now the answer to the question. The Australian Shepherd is not registered in Australia as a native breed, although it has been registered by other registries since the 1950s. Thanks a lot for watching, my dear friend. Please hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Peace.